Hello good people, what is up? In this episode of Perspicace Cafe. What's the purpose of the tiny hole in the airplane window? Don't worry, I assume you already know that, as it has been deliberated in hell of a lot of videos. So we are going to discuss something else which is even more worthwhile. As you are watching this video, there are around 5,000 planes flying in the sky around the world right now. Call it airplane or aeroplane. Both are same but happens to be one of the words with the same meaning but spelled differently between American English and British English. The Wright brothers' dream of inventing a flying machine had come true. It all started when Orville and Wilbur were kids. Their father, Bishop Milton Wright, gave them a toy helicopter which really flew, and that toy made them dream of flying. On December 17 in the year 1903, the time finally came. Orville flew the Wright Flyer the first time. That flight lasted only 12 seconds, but it was really some wonder, right? That was the beginning of aviation industry. And from that day to this day, things have really changed like hell. The terms airline industry and aviation industries are sometimes thought of as being synonymous, but in reality, they have different meanings. The airline industry refers to the companies that offer air transport services to paying customers, whereas the aviation industry includes all aviation-related businesses. With this in mind, the airline industry can be classed as just one sector of the wider aviation industry. In addition to this sector, aviation industry would include companies like aerospace companies, regulation authorities, companies offering non-commercial flights, and those involved with research. When it comes to jobs in this industry, well, let me share a story of a conversation between me and a brother of mine who is a cabin crew in a big airline company. I'm sure you will get an idea just fine. So, a couple of weeks ago, we were talking about this industry in general, and suddenly in between he said, "Hey, you know what, Abhishek? And I was like, that's really something. See, it is the nature of the industry which will help you grow in every aspect, especially if you are someone like a cabin crew. The Antonov AN-225 is the world's largest cargo plane and is the heaviest aircraft ever built, armed with 6 engines and a massive cargo hold capacity. There are very few jobs that call for something so large as Antonov. For instance, if you want to use the AN-225, it will cost you a whopping $30,000 or about 22,29,000 rupees an hour. Yeah, that much for 60 minutes only. Certified to carry up to 868 passengers across 2 decks. It's a fascinating thing to know that you will find only one of a kind of this gigantic plane in the world. Now you won't be believing that planes in general don't need both engines to fly. The idea of an engine giving out in the middle of a flight sounds frightening, I know, but almost every commercial airplane can safely fly with just one engine for more than 5 hours. Moving forward, it's obvious that in public and private jets, we got toilets and bathroom where we can do our thing. But when it comes to fighter jets, I assume you must have thought that they might be having a small plastic tube where they urinate, right? Peeing into a tube doesn't work for everyone for some obvious physical reasons. So today's fighter pilots urinate into a plastic bag that convert urine into a gel for disposal. But the method involves partially undressing while sitting strapped in a tiny cockpit and flying a multi-million-dollar jet. Sounds nasty, but this is how things are done. When I was a kid, I used to think that the white trails in the sky is because of rockets only. Yeah, I know, I was that much fool. That much? So those white lines in the sky are simply trails of condensation. Plane engines release water vapor as part of their combustion process. When the hot water vapor is pumped out of the exhaust and hits the cooler air of the upper atmosphere, it creates those puffy white lines in the sky. It's basically the same reaction as when you see your breath when it's cold outside. On average, an aircraft is in operation or service for about 30 years before it has to be retired. A Boeing 747 can endure about 35,000 pressurization cycles and roughly 1,35,000 to 1,65,000 flight hours before metal fatigue sets in. Not to mention, the 747s are retired after approximately 27 years of service. And that's a long time for a machine, isn't it? Now, if you're interested in more of this educating and informative type videos, be sure to subscribe so that you never miss anything in future. At last, thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.